Hey friends, how can you be really sure of what you want in the coming year? 2020, there's lots of jokes and players and words for 2020. I've got a 2020 hindsight, 2020 vision on 2020. And I guess when we're doing planning for 21, we can do 2020 hindsight and 20 vision, 2020 planning. That's what I should do a video on next year. How can you be sure? How can you be sure that what you've got in your mind right now, what you started to put on paper, what you started to commit to and share, that's the right thing? How can you know? Well, you can't really. But you have to trust. You have to trust that life happens for us and that as you take steps forward, you start to get more information. Take action, get results. Take action, get different results you expected or the ones you expected, but either way you get results and you get to move along. And do it with a level of compassion, a level of safety for yourself. Give yourself an emotional safety net that if it goes wrong or doesn't get you on the path you want, or the path is completely not what you wanted, be okay with it. Just say that this is okay, things will work out. And it's not just about being positive. It's about deciding that you're going to move forward and you're just going to have fun with it. Because when you do that, there's an ease that you get and opportunities tend to come around more. You show up in a way that has that authentic air and focus, and opportunities come. People see that. Things open up. And the positive things you do towards one goal reflect in other goals as well, even if you don't know it at the time. It's so often that I see with clients where we'll set a goal out and we won't get to that goal. We won't get there. And the immediate reflection is, I don't want to talk about it, or let's ignore it, or I didn't do it. What's wrong with me? Nothing. It's just that that wasn't the right goal. Except to say it was perfect because it got you to the point now. And that point is allowing you to decide what the next goal is. And maybe that one's not right either. But you know what? You're only going to find out when you move towards it. Sometimes you have to wait all the way to the end to find out. Sometimes you find out straight away. Sometimes you find out somewhere in the middle. But either way, as you go through, you're becoming more. You're growing. You're expanding. And if you enjoy that process and give it some levity, give yourself that emotional way to catch yourself, that emotional net. So if you fall off, you're just going to get caught in that place where you're fine. You know you can live to fight another day. And if you ultimately are able to do that, then you will enjoy the process of life every day. And if you think about it, if that's the case, then the goals don't matter anyway. Because it's who you become along the way in that path and that journey that expands who you are. As you expand who you are, more possibilities open up anyway. You get to refocus, put things in different perspective, put yourself into a growth pathway. Becomes addicting, becomes a habit, becomes who you are. If you think of yourself as someone who takes action, moves forward, then that's what you'll do the majority of the time. Because we can't help but stay consistent with who we think we are. That's also great if you want to be someone else. Because if you want to start to build a new identity for you, whatever that looks like, there's no right or wrong, just the intention behind it. Responsibility for your life, knowing that you can do whatever you want. You can be whoever you want. It's all up to you. Just decide who you want to be. Write out the description of that person. Who do you have as a role model or someone that you've seen, or a dream in your mind of what that person will be like? Describe it. Describe what that person would do. And then just do the things that that person would do, and you'll become it. Not immediately, not overnight, maybe not even a week, maybe not even a month, but you will over time. Do you think of yourself as an athlete? Interesting description, isn't it? I think of myself as an athlete. I've never really competed in anything, but I have consistently gone to the gym, workout, done some sort of exercise for 20 plus years. So I've decided for me, that means I'm an athlete. Everyone might not agree with that description, but for me it is. And the reason why it's important is because if I think of myself as an athlete, I do what an athlete does, and that's work out. And if I work out on a consistent basis, then that gives certain things in my life. It gives me energy. It allows me to have a clear mind. Most of the time, not all the time. Perfection isn't the goal here. Perfection's a low standard because it's subjective. Can't ever really be achieved. Progress, building one thing on top of another. Knowing that some days it's going to suck, some weeks, some months, some years. You'll have bad decades sometimes. How do you measure these things? Get a coach, first of all. They'll be in your corner, they'll help you out. And start to measure where you are. If you measure things once a year, then you have one time to get it right. You're going to have bad years. If you measure things once a month, you're not going to have bad years. If you ever measure things once a week, you're not going to have bad months. Keep it tight. And do it under the place of, yes, there could always be more. Have you ever noticed how people tend to do that? You'll ask them what's gone well, what's been great. And even that question isn't something that we often ask. And so when it comes up, people go, oh. Even if you're a person that defaults to that, sometimes it can be interesting to get asked that. What's been fantastic? What could you be proud of this week? And even if you're practiced in that focus and focusing on what's gone right, often it immediately comes up, but yeah, I could have done better. I did 3 workouts this week, but I wish I'd done 4. Didn't quite give it my all in 2 of those. That other part of it, but, there's always gonna be a but. If your goal is to have $100 in the bank, I've got $100, but there could be more. Your goal is $1,000, but there could have been more. Your goal is 100 grand to have in the bank, sitting in your savings account. I've got 100 grand, but there could be more. Yeah, and it's the same for $1 million, it's the same for $1 billion. I've got $1 billion in my bank, but I can't help as many people as I want. There's always more, but there's always more. So give yourself some grace if that comes up for you often. But I could do better, but I could do better, but I could do better. Yeah, and that's always true. Hope this has been helpful. Enjoy my little rant. Action steps. What one action could you guys take in 2020 which is going to make the difference? What one thing would make a difference for you? What one thing would be a game changer for you in 2020? Considering all the things you did in 2019, look back and think about what that is. What would be one thing that could change on a consistent basis, which would change every other part of your life? Something small, could be your relationships, your intimate relationships, your relationships with other parts of your family, your friends. Could be in your business. What one thing could you do on a repeatable basis to maximize that revenue, to really focus on cash flow, or in your physical body, in your health, in the way that you're spending your personal finances? What could it be? How, in the way that you help people, that you contribute? Just one thing. Take that one thing, commit to it, and know it's making you better. It doesn't have to be everything. We can't do everything everywhere all the time, Because then if we prioritize everything, then nothing's priority at all. So just pick one thing and know that you're getting better. Just commit to doing it. Put a smile on your face. Give yourself that emotional net and some grace and keep on moving forward.